Greetings from the Arcturians. Well, I came across a YouTube video where Robert Spencer is speaking on an Indian YouTube channel. It's called Sangam Talks. And Robert Spencer was speaking about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha. I want to share a little clip from that video and clear up the age issue with Aisha, because I am the reincarnation of Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha for Muslims at the soul level. And Prophet Muhammad is here with me as a walk-in soul or spirit as well. And Prophet Muhammad and Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha, they both want to clear up this age issue when it comes to Aisha.
The Ayatollah Khomeini, the famous founder of the Islamic Republic of Iran, was 28 years old when he married his bride who was 10 years old. He also recommended that Muslim men marry girls before they reached puberty. In other words, when they're 9-10 years old. Now, this also is an imitation of Muhammad as depicted in Islamic tradition. When Muhammad was 51 years old, he married a 6-year-old girl named Aisha and consummated the marriage, or in other words, raped her, because of course she had no way to refuse consent when he was 54 and she was 9. Because Muhammad is the excellent example as specified in Quran 33:21, as I noted before, that also is an excellent example. And there is considered to be no moral difficulty with seizing a child and raping the child, because Muhammad did it.
Now, you've just watched the short clip in which Robert Spencer is talking about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha, and also Aisha's age at the time of marriage to Prophet Muhammad. Of course, Robert Spencer has picked up this information from history, Islamic history. And as I keep saying, some of the history or some of the Islamic history is not valid. Some of it is, but some of it is not. And only we, meaning Prophet Muhammad and Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha, or Hazrat Aisha, only we could separate the wheat from the chaff when it comes to Islamic history. And when it comes to Islamic history regarding Prophet Muhammad and Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha, only we can separate the wheat from the chaff. Now, Robert Spencer and or Islamic history. It's written down in Islamic history that Prophet Muhammad married Aisha at the age of 6. Prophet Muhammad is saying no to that. And then it's also written down in Islamic history that Prophet Muhammad consummated the marriage with Aisha at age 9, when she was only 9 years old. Prophet Muhammad is saying no to that too. Now, Robert Spencer mentioned Ayatollah Khomeini of Iran and him marrying a 10-year-old. and advocating that it's okay to marry girls before the age of puberty because Prophet Muhammad did so, and as the Quranic verse says, because he also mentioned the Quranic verse. It's from chapter 33 of the Quran called Surah Al-Ahzab, which translates as the parties in English, and it's verse 21. It says, "You have in the Messenger of God a fine example for whoever seeks God and the last day, and who remembers God frequently." So Robert Spencer was referring to this part of this verse, Quran chapter 33 verse 21, and this part of the verse specifically where it says, "You have in the Messenger of God a fine example for whoever seeks God and the last day," or "You have in the Messenger of God a fine example." So that's the part of the verse, the specific part of the verse that Robert Spencer was referring to in connection with Prophet Muhammad and following Prophet Muhammad's example. Well, if Ayatollah Khomeini of Iran or Iran was following Prophet Muhammad's example in marrying a 10-year-old girl and advocating that Muslim men should marry girls before puberty, then Ayatollah Khomeini of Iran also got it wrong, because Prophet Muhammad did not marry Aisha at the age of 6, and he did not consummate the marriage with Aisha at the age of 9, and he did not marry and consummate the marriage with Aisha at the age of 10 because that age is wrong as well. I have seen that age being mentioned in some places in history, or should I say on some Islamic websites, and that age is wrong as well. Aisha was not 10 when Prophet Muhammad married her and consummated the marriage with her. Aisha was not 10 either. Aisha was not 6. She was not 9. She was not 10 either, is what Prophet Muhammad is telling us through me and telling Robert Spencer through me. And Robert Spencer went as far as to say that Prophet Muhammad raped Aisha. And his reasoning is that because she was only 9, so how could she give consent, and how could she, fight an older man who was forcing himself on her in that way. And Prophet Muhammad has been telling me that there was no rape. It was consensual. When it did happen, that is, and it did not happen at the ages of 6, 9, or 10. But when it did happen, and I know the age because I've been given the age, Prophet Muhammad and Aisha have given me the age of Aisha when it did happen. And Prophet Muhammad has been telling me that it was not rape. He did not rape Aisha, because Robert Spencer said that at the end of this short clip. You will hear him say that Prophet Muhammad raped Aisha. I mean, a little before the end of the clip, and then towards the end, he said Prophet Muhammad did, meaning what he's saying is Prophet Muhammad raped Aisha, and Prophet Muhammad is saying, no, he did not rape Aisha. It was consensual when it happened. And Prophet Muhammad has also been telling me that there was love between Prophet Muhammad and Aisha. And this Quran verse, Quran 33:21. Quran chapter 33 verse 21, where it says, indeed, in the messenger of Allah, or in the messenger of God, you have an excellent example. And that part of the verse, that specific part of the verse that Robert Spencer mentioned, some Muslim men like Ayatollah Khomeini of Iran or Iran, like Robert Spencer mentioned, that, men like him, and also just Muslim men in general too, that's what they use that Quran verse and Prophet Muhammad's example and Prophet Muhammad's life and Prophet Muhammad's example, especially when it comes to Aisha, to advocate child marriage, to advocate, that, it's okay to marry a 10-year-old, or Muslim men should marry girls even before the age of puberty. What about all the other things that Prophet Muhammad did? What about the fact that Prophet Muhammad married Khadija, who was actually older than Prophet Muhammad? And what about the fact that Prophet Muhammad married widows too? What about that? How come these kind of Muslim men, and even Muslim men in leadership positions like Ayatollah Khomeini, how come these Muslim men are not advocating that part of Prophet Muhammad's life and that example from Prophet Muhammad's life? How come they're not advocating that? How come they're not advocating, yes, Muslim men should marry women who are older, and Muslim men should marry women who are widows? How come no one's advocating that? Do you see my point? So, please, let's not assume and presume things about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha anymore, because we are back here to bring out the truth about everything. And you will find out the truth about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha only on this channel, and only through me, through us. I say us because, as I said, Prophet Muhammad is here with me as well as I walk in. We're going to leave it there for this one. Take care. Over and out.